if you've never done a combat-based moves workout, I highly recommend it. Not because I'm the main architect of so many of them at DAREBEE, but because they actually challenge the way our body moves. They teach us new ways to move it. If you haven't done anything like this before, they will challenge your coordination, they will challenge your dexterity, they'll challenge your balance, they'll challenge the way biomechanically you move your body in 3D space. Because they have all these modalities, they also help our brain, they help with neurogenesis. The brain actually, and there are studies on this, it generates new neurons and then it makes new neuronal connections in the brain and the body in order for the brain to order the body to move correctly in 3D space. There's quite a few things on this. I'm going to put a study in the resource box on YouTube, so do check it out for your own knowledge and for your own awareness. So when you actually do a combat-based moves workout, which is essentially also a lot of fun because you're learning to move your body in a really fun way, perhaps in ways that you never imagined before. And you know, some of these are a little bit immersive in terms of an RPG, which is a role-playing game element to them. So, you know, you can be the hero in your own movie and learn to move your body in that fashion. And that's a great way to escape reality in my book. And I use that all the time in my own life to de-stress and decompress from everyday pressures. All right, but back on track now. If you're going to do one of these, how do you warm up? This is a question that comes up again and again. And we have a specific warm-up called Fighter's Warm-Up. It's only 3 minutes long, 6 exercises, 30 seconds each. And I'm gonna take you through them now. Before we start, quick question, barefoot or not? Well, you know my inclination on this. If you are training indoors, you should be barefoot. It helps your foot strength. It helps develop foot agility. It is good for the happiness of your feet. Every day we wear shoes, so feet are de-strengthened a little bit. And that can lead to potential problems that can take a lot of sorting out. So it's best to avoid it altogether. Indoors, barefoot. If you're outside, well, if the ground isn't smooth, if you're not on grass, then by all means do wear shoes, obviously. All right, so I'm looking at my tablet here. This is where I'm looking at the floor. Perhaps you can't see it from the angle you're at, but it essentially has a 3-minute, it has a timer, which is 30 seconds, in 30-second increments. I don't have a 30-second timer. My sort of shortest one is a minute long. So I'm going to use the website. It has a built-in timer. You set it up. You can set it up on your laptop or your tablet or your phone. Every 30 seconds it will beep. Every 30 seconds when it beeps, we change exercises. What are the 6 exercises which we're going to do? Well, one is bouncing on the spot. It's as simple as you hear it. We're just going to do this. Left leg forward, and we're basically going to bounce on the balls of our feet. You can see that my heels are not touching down, but I'm not clearing the floor either. This is not what it's designed to do. Bouncing is good for us. It helps agility, it helps basically warm up all the different joints, the tendons and the ligaments. It warms up the muscles. It works a little bit on facial fitness. If you don't know what facial fitness is, essentially fascia is the connective tissue in the body that keeps the organs in place so my heart and lungs don't go up and down as I bounce. The stronger fascia is in the body, the more energetically efficient we become. So essentially, if I haven't got very strong fascia and I'm going up and down like this, it will tire me out a lot more than if it has already been trained, but even by this low impact work. Okay, then we're going to throw some punches. Again, if all this is new to you and you feel overwhelmed, first of all, don't be. We all start the same way. Second of all, on YouTube, I'm going to link to all these different guides. They're going to help you understand how to form fists, how to throw a punch, how to move your body in 3D space when you do throw a punch, how to do kicks, again in 3D space, and I'm even going to link to some videos which will help you on specific kicks, if not necessarily punches. All right, so we're going to throw some light punches. The emphasis is on light. Arms are going to be up. I'm not going to clench my fists really hard, I don't have to, but you know, it shouldn't be open like this either. So you form a fist. And from here, basically, I'm going to be throwing punches like this, moving my body as I would normally if I was throwing a really powerful punch. But you can see I'm talking lightly to the camera. I'm not really pushing myself hard. I'm not breathing heavily, and that's because there's no tension to this. I'm just warming up. We're going to do next some torso rotations, basically hip rotations. The thing to avoid in this is you don't want to really throw your shoulders around like this, because that can be potentially bad for your back at this stage. You want to keep your hands on your hips, you want to keep your body upright, shoulders in line with your hips, and basically you're going to move your hips like this. The mechanics are the same exactly as if you're doing hula hoops. If you haven't done hula hoops in the past as a kid, well, you know, this is how it starts. Okay, then we're going to do a little bit more bouncing like before, and then we're going to do light, low front kicks and light, low turning kicks. If the terminology is new to you, don't worry. I'm going to link again to some guides in the resource box on YouTube, which will take you through the entire thing. Put this down as part of your own learning curve as you're learning new technicalities, new skills, new fitness attributes which you're going to acquire in order to move through this kind of workout. All right, so basically low front kicks, we're going to be with our left leg forward to begin with, hands, arms about chest height, and from here, basically, we're going to kick like this, step down, kick like this, step down. 15 seconds in, we're going to change legs. And then we're also going to do some light, low turning kicks. I'm just checking my tablet to make sure that's what it is. Turning kicks again, there'll be a guide to this, there'll be a video to that as well. But essentially a turning kick from here, body weight goes on the back leg, knee comes up, you kick like this, down, and repeat. And that's all there is to it. 6 exercises, 30 seconds each, 3 minutes for a total body workout that basically helps you warm up for a combat-based longer workout. It helps you with agility, flexibility, muscle looseness, and also it brings up the temperature in your body. It helps you, which is essentially what a warm-up is. It helps your heart pump a little bit harder. It helps your lungs work a little bit harder. And all this prepares you for a more active, more energetic workout. Without further ado, I'm going to just get on my tablet here and I'm going to press play. And here we go. We bounce lightly on the spot. As you can see, I'm not exploding off the floor. I'm just here, bouncing lightly on the balls of the foot, balls of my feet, I should say. I'm 15 seconds in now. I've only got 15 seconds to go. As soon as I get 6 seconds, 5, 3, 2, 1, and we punch lightly now. You can see my punches go to the same place, which is about the height of my own chin. So you punch to your own head height. I move my body as I normally would for a punch. But again, there's no tension to this. I'm just breathing lightly as I normally would if I wasn't really exercising really hard, which I'm not. I'm just getting my body ready. And as you can see, got like 4 seconds to go. And here we go. Face forward, hips the same line with our feet. Well, feet the same line with our hips, and we rotate. You can see I'm not throwing my shoulders around, they're fairly immobile. And I'm going round like this. 15 seconds in, I'm going to change direction, so I'm basically warming up my body in a more balanced way. I'm not going super fast on this. And we're about to change, here we go, bouncing again. This is our 4th exercise, so we're counting down now, we're past the halfway mark. So we bounce. If you're doing this with me right now, you'll feel yourselves getting a tiny little bit out of breath. That's normal. I mean, you're not really coming out of breath, you're just breathing a little bit heavier than before. That's because you're warming up, your lungs are basically preparing for heavier work. We've got 5 seconds to go. I'm going to do kicks next. Here we go. Front leg, I kick. About knee height for me. I don't do too much or too hard. In 15 seconds in, which is 5 seconds to go now, I'm going to change legs. Here we go, the other leg goes forward. And here we go again. Body weight goes to back leg as I kick. And then when I come down, evenly divided like before. 2 seconds to go. Perfect, I'll change again. Now I do turning kick, down, turning kick. Again, about knee height. It helps my hip flexors, helps my glutes, helps my balance. And I've got 15 seconds, and here we go, a change now. You can see what it looks like on this side. And again, what I said, if you're not sure about the mechanics of the turning kick, the video I will link to in the resource box will help you understand. And that's done. That's it. We're done. 3 minutes. We've warmed up. Now we can really launch into a combat-based moves workout. Any combat-based moves workout. Or indeed, if you do this warm-up, you pretty much can do any other kind of workout you want because you're thoroughly warmed up. You feel freer in your own body, you're breathing easier, you feel your muscles have all warmed up and they're loose and ready for action. And that's an amazing feeling. I hope this has helped. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know any suggestions you may have for other workouts. We have quite a lot of things planned for you this year. We're going to start adding them as soon as we upgrade some of the elements in our studio, which is in the process. You have all made it possible. Thank you so much for this. Take care of yourselves. See you all next time.